with. They're going to counter it with a Viper of their own. Wall will segment the site here, and EJ gets a clean entry. They manage to hold and take that B site completely in their grasp. EJ still doing work, getting another one. That's a second kill for him for this round. They do not want to get him stopped off, and that's going to be 3 kills for EJ. Still alive and kicking. Have no signs of stopping thus far. This is looking like a better and better round, going for a 4 fakes right here, but they might, and they realize that, so they're just going to go for a straight up A hit flash. Position is revealed, has a little bit of a trap to give up his position. No, it's going to be EJ to actually prevail in this duel. EJ yet again missing that shot, making up for it in the end. And it's going to be a 3v2 as somehow A side has been secured by SE Atlas. Not the cleanest of takes thus far, but they'll make it work here as senyorcarl and EJ.
The Sky getting that intel. If you are exposed, you are most likely dead in the rights. But FireSaiyjiN, Yoshi, who's gonna play the Repel God? This is gonna be very close. We hear each other breathing here. Illustrado and Yoshi will get that takedown.
Yeah, just a 50-50 angle there that, you know, you had to take a gamble on. I'm not exactly a fan of that gamble, but still it works out. SE Atlas, Yoshi with 3 kills thus far. Looking for more, could swing wide onto this Opera here. senyorcarl, he will be revealed, and his position is definitely a very... Oh, he gets hurt actually, getting on top of the ladder as well, on top of the ropes. And yeah, that's basically Yoshi looking for the ace already, doesn't get it. He gets denied by Flash. But still, SE Atlas, look at their form. They're taking the sites.
Illustrado. And really, for Zeals Esports, they need to fix things up, and they cannot fight in the middle like that, because FireSaiyjiN, he falls to YMONstah very quickly. EJ and Bri on the board, 2 GE making it costly though versus Timm, and Nico does get one here for the side of Zeals Esports, but it's 3v2, and here comes SE Atlas yet again. Oh, the Marshall though, hitting the headshots, and 2 GE looking like quite a monster here. Can he get one more? It's not enough. Yoshi's still alive, but 1v1, the Marshall, that sniper, hitting the shots that really count, and now it's gonna be time for Yoshi to hide behind the pyramid.
Yeah, Yoshi finds a little bit of breathing room, but not... If there's anybody that you want to pick off at the start of the round, it's EJ here. Flash playing that close angle, has actually the opportunity to take down Timm's, but somehow Timm getting that flick, and good 3-man flash right here from Atlas will not dissuade them from going onto the side here. Nico will, however, get one before he drops, but they still haven't dealt with the problem towards A. It's senyorcarl with the blades. He has them up right now, and he's denying all the time that he can. They do not have any more time to plant here. senyorcarl bought their team alive. They need him to enter the site because he is the one that they look to do that, especially on the Jet, especially on Breeze. But let's see if they can actually do that. 2 GE yet again finding a kill through the smoke. It's onto YMONstah, and that's going to be absolutely crucial. And EJ getting picked off on the flank without having done anything. Yet again, I feel like it's a little bit of a misplay here for SE Atlas.
Yeah, they expected that they can just go for the push using that Viper, but they got caught out immediately there by Zeal. And not only that, their flank in the middle didn't pan out whatsoever with the catch there from FireSaiyjiN. Bridal right now looking on the Zeal immediately that, okay, the guy who we have to worry about is already dead, and there's no sudden impact from that B main push. Really goes to show right now, Zeal playing very, very smart, very tactfully. And, well, senyorcarl, he's inside the green, has to be careful. Operator pushing, and close range with a sniper there, hits the shot. But YMONstah, he turns around to get that takedown. EJ right now throwing the cloudburst just to stay on alive. And here comes Bri peeking out of nowhere. FireSaiyjiN and Bri get one apiece, but Zeals Esports now rounding down the numbers and keeping the advantage.
On those Vandals, but I honestly think they should just save them, maybe go for a different buy later on. senyorcarl finding more and more confidence. This is looking like the senyorcarl we know and love, the dominating presence of his Jet on that operator here. So oppressive, going for those aggressive peaks, denying the spread out map control, and FireSaiyjiN doing that thing we know and love him to do. FireSaiyjiN just doing FireSaiyjiN things, peeking into 2 players and winning the duel.
Remember back then when Zeals Esports as Pirates just relied on FireSaiyjiN to do everything? Well, you're seeing it right now to get the 3 kills, but then again, Zeals Esports has really just evolved.
Number 1 and 2 in the start of this game, and it really worked out for them. So, after getting spotted like that, EJ, there we go. That's what I want to see. EJ on the entry. He gets the clean side take, and this helps SE Atlas on the, you know, on the take of the site. No, none of this lurking whatever. get him onto the site, get him those entry kills, and help his team secure the round. This is what SE Atlas need.
Absolutely. Stop that lurking nonsense and get into the front lines, Private. It's time for these troopers to put boots on that B site, and you can see what EJ can really do on the entry. He avoids the shot,
oh, no!
but senyorcarl is still there, and Fry will get that refrag. Good evasion already from that jet, but Flash right now coming in through the furnace and through the pan and trying to play the backstab here, but now he's all alone. EJ really helped him out and was a defining factor, but those 8 takes, Zeals Esports just saying we can will ourselves to victory and play things like a Marshall incredibly. senyorcarl with 1 HP because of the decay does get 38 back after that takedown. YMONstah though playing from the tunnel, and apparently it's a tunnel of ghosts here from the Cypher, but Flash finds EJ in response. 3v3 now, SE Atlas scampering to try and go for that B side, and it might be mano inside the elbow area here, Mr. Illustrado, as YMONstah will do it again, consuming Flash to get the 3k.
This is what we've been waiting for. Every member, SE Atlas waking up. YMONstah going down. FireSaiyjiN in the corner. Oh, nice headshot on the second, but no more than that. senyorcarl up against Yoshi. Has not a lot of HP for Yoshi here. He has to play this perfectly. Can't miss a beat here, but they're dodging. They are still watching onto that gate. Smoke will obscure the vision for now, and they've managed to find a little bit of a path towards A to YMONstah. He gets a great kill here. EJ is able to respond with one of his own, but they're not done just yet. They're looking for an entry. They're looking for a clean cut into sight. It's Yoshi to start that incision here as YMONstah falls right after him. The spike will go down in this 3v3.
Yeah, Zeals Esports looking surgical coming into this one, using those Spectres very well. SE Atlas setting up way too close versus the SMGs, and they get punished for it in their setup. With spikes planted, time is ticking on down, but there you have it. It's SE Atlas getting the kills, using that range advantage to the best degree. Zeal right now all left with 2 GE. He gets 2 more to get the... But Nico looking to go for lineup, and Zeal trying to set up an A take.
Yeah, let's take a quick look at how this, okay, they clear off backside with it, and this allows them to actually identify where Bry is. He's gonna get backed up right here. EJ from up on stairs, trying to go for a lucky spray down, unable to find anyone, but the Viper Spit has been deployed. Flash from up close gets 1, does not get any more. It's EJ to take it back, but senyorcarl, EJ on a warpath! EJ is, how do I say this? He's like a phenom, man, and if you let him warm up, my god, there's just no way to get it. But that Flash just bailing out Timm's right there, gets alive for the meantime, but he's now going to be pinched upon by 2G, and they actually pick up a rifle from this play here. EJ as well, still somehow chiming in, looking for more. He gets a second. That's a double for EJ thus far, and he's just getting in the face of Zeal every single round. How do you deal with this even?
Bro, he's not just chiming in, he's the middle of the orchestra. He is just that voice that screams to the high heavens, that gives you that harmony. And you can really see it right now. SE Atlas, we've been mentioning EJ time and time again for good reason, and a really strong pickup here for the Davos Squadron. Zeal right now, they're running out of time, running out of people, and here they come into the
best player in the country, bar none.
That's a bold statement, but in a vacuum, I can agree with stats and with just how his impact can really be. Just goes to show what one player can do, but SE Atlas, they stayed together for good reason, and right now, the newest addition is there to get that first takedown, looking for another one, and the Operator is the hard counter through these long angles, but the Bladestorm is out of bounds, but FireSaiyjiN comes close and is able to engulf 2 with his flames. Bry in the meantime with the takedown, Flash is there to make it 2v2, and SE Atlas scrambling back to that A site, the Cypher behind the boxes, but has to be careful. It's intel on both sides, but Nico goes down. It's up to, well, Flash here to try and survive. He's by the double doors, but if he can actually get anyone from SE Atlas to get through that spike, it will force the hand of Flash, and there you go. His hand has been bitten off. SE Atlas is showing Zeals Esports how it's effectively done. It's the same comp right now, and SE Atlas is just playing the angles better. Zeals Esports, though, they're running out of time, and they are forced to play on A sites.
Yeah, the Hunter's Fury, they have to stick it here. He's going to get taken out here most likely. Nope, he actually survived for the meantime. I did think that I was going to end up with a kill here, but it looks like it's going to be not here as the retake now commencing. They do have a recon bolt to get them into the site, and this is where the intel really comes into play here. YMONstah rather. He gets 1, traded up by YMONstah, and that's going to be EJ with the Operator, making things happen on this retake. Timm's with 1, but is he going to find any more? EJ swaps over, he brings it to a 1v1, and what cannot this man do here? He's looking to get it half. Could he hear the footsteps? Doesn't look like it, but the Cloudburst, he almost wins. Any vital information. This is nope. It doesn't look like it. Lori Beth Dimberg, I'm sorry, not here. It is going to be YMONstah to open up on one. Finds a second. Switches out. No more than that. It's Yoshi here to get up close and personal, but they've lost each other through the smoke. And somehow in the Viper spin, he gets struck here. YMONstah still alive and kicking in this 1v1 right now. 2G. So I like this idea from SE. They're taking a gamble. They're putting everyone, almost everyone, towards A. And this might actually be the round that they want, but not if senyorcarl has anything to say about that. Yoshi gets one before he drops here, but it's looking like the cleanup crew has arrived. And it's all up to EJ, who has a bucky in his hands. Might be a little bit too much. Oh, and he even gets
far. And they're very, very willing to allow EJ to pop off, give him the angles, and give him the intel as well. But now Atlas on the attacking side, and Nico, oh so sneaky, hugging the walls yet again. Zeals Esports right now, they've had this relationship with the walls here on Breeze, especially on the A side. They've been loving them, they've been hugging them, and Zeal right now with a kill. But yet again, two for the Viper. This is a good hold so far from 2G.
No way.
Pride though, oh that was so close, but the Sky will try to survive, but no, senyorcarl shows on up, and it's all up to Timm.
not really like EJ, where it's kind of like, oh, hard carry, shoot, I kill everybody. This guy, a little bit more on the other side here. He can do everything. More of the complete kind of player. And he's definitely up there with the, I'd say, top players in the country. FireSaiyjiN, I'd say Envy, and I'd say EJ for sure. But as I say that, EJ, oh my god, finding a double yet again. Looking for two before he goes down. The shock dart not going to connect here. Spike will drop, as will go down rather onto the A side here. As senyorcarl looking to find something, anything to bring back this team, bring back the playing field here, because they're currently at disadvantage. Flash completely blinding two members yet again here, but they go for that 1-for-1 exchange. Oh, Nico right now with a double. Great shot here to bring his team back, and YMONstah unable to isolate Carl in that corner. Now a 1v2 here, and Timm, he has to come up huge if he wants to keep his team alive. Might be too tall of a task, and it is the charge. It's going to be a quick pain shell towards triple just to clear it out, and going to be heading into, oh, nice right click for senyorcarl there. Reloads at the most inopportune moment as Yoshi claims his scalp, brings it to a 4v4. Now, retake scenario. Spike has yet to go down. There still could be a rotation, although it might not be well advised here, as Bry now coming into the picture as two YMONstah and FireSaiyjiN. They're cleaning it up, and Reddy has his Seekers, by the way, just this early on, and he wants to make sure that they take this round, but not going to be as easy or clear-cut as Yoshi. Incisive, going to be a great pick. Bring us to a 4v5 now, as SE, they're holding off the line right now. They're playing very passively, and they know that the rotation is coming in towards B.
Yeah, that's a good pickoff. Removing senyorcarl from the equation means that you're not going to get flushed out of any defensive angles as potently as what the Raze does. But for now, Bry would catch on to Nico there. SC Atlas find the pickups that they need, but Zeals Esports doesn't care. They go on to B side and they set things up as close as possible. Aldron right now here to say hello. Here comes SC Atlas from the teleport as well, and they're looking to bomb rush into the hookah and overrun FireSaiyjiN into play. Here comes EJ right now, getting the wall bang onto 2GE, and from the side of Zeal, setting up with the Astra, and EJ backing on away, just a little afraid of any kind of refrag potential, but now he gets the first frag on the board. 2GIG does go down, FireSaiyjiN with the response, and there you go again. FSJ doing a good job to shut down EJ as much as he can in this series. senyorcarl now blowing up Timm, but Brian right now is there to keep an eye out, and can he hold online? He does so versus Flash, again versus Nico, and the Sky right now is just keeping it up. 3K for him so far.
Bry with a massive 3K. Jiggle peeking around the corners, denying the entry onto site. Big problem
of things. They need to remember what gave them that victory in map number 1. Or SC Atlas is poised already to steal this one away. EJ still not skipping a beat whatsoever. He gets that takedown with the operator, backs on away from the shock dart, doesn't care about the smokes, and he's ready to fight yet again. But Yoshi, danger close, eviscerates senyorcarl there. No shower time for you, Mr. Raze, because Yoshi right now is on the warpath, but Flash will shut him down with the stinger there. EJ though, and Timm, but in the region as well. It's a big tell, but you can do wonders on a map like this, and seems like senyorcarl has decided to rub that magic lamp and make a wish already, but no! Oh no, the flights were not correct, and this is gonna be salvaging.
Oh, no.
Okay, Ilu, we're gonna see misplace, but they're gonna make it work. From Yoshi now to senyorcarl, no one saw that. That was all expected and all planned. Zeal make post-plant happen in the most awkward ways.
That I need
You need to
PPGL,
breathe.
please give me the replay, because that's got to be in the next fails compilation.
No. Ilu. Galawang pro game. Yeah, I think right now, for, well, Kakarot and EJ, effectively, they're both in better positions. And
Oh, no.
the position though, that position was not better at all as Zeals Esports made the firing squad happen. And now they're trying to go for the push. You give 2G YMONstah an operator, he will make do, and he will get those takedowns. It seems like Zeals Esports tried to play the eco well, and they have picked up the guns that they need to try and fight back. YMONstah now 1 HP, 16 HP effectively, and a dream, but that's the dodge game away from the Hunter's Fury. Timm, though, gonna get burnt there. senyorcarl with the takedown. Bridal in the meantime, still stable on the elbow. And FireSaiyjiN will go down. But 2G, a monster with the operator, getting another one. He misses shot, though, on Bride, but Nico is there to get the frag instead. And now Zeal putting that spike down.
Yeah, EJ with an O gets a wall bang here. And EJ has an operator. Not the most ideal of weapons for a retake. But you still have to remember the spike has not gone down. There is a lot of time to work with. They're going to be waiting for the right moment. That's the cosmic divide being used up already. EJ will just... Okay, that was awkward for a second, but senyorcarl cleans it up. Okay.
What do you think? What can SE Atlas do a bit different compared to Zeal? Because Zeal will play the aggression. And there you have it. EJ, though, looking at the corner. FireSaiyjiN will take down YMONstah, but he did not expect the danger close jet to be there. Boombot now saying hello. And SE Atlas has to scramble on the retreat.
Wow, not only getting a kill, but also able to fall back and save his teammate's life from that Boombot. Good awareness from EJ there, but they still have to deal with a player. That's senyorcarl. He is inside the teleporter. He needs to know when the right timing to peek out is. senyorcarl gets one before he goes down to YMONstah.
Back onto the hookah as SE Atlas will throw caution to the wind, and FireSaiyjiN has to be careful because here comes EJ to get the takedown to his back line.
Yeah, sure. Just get a long-range kill with a classic. Yoshi does as well.
Oh, this is big.
Massive. He picks up a Spectre. And senyorcarl, he's got something to say about this. He has managed to deal with it. However, the teleport mowing them down. Flash getting 2 here. Managing to stave off the attack as he finds 3. Looking for a 4th. Pulling out the frenzy. They have more or less to push into this. It's not an ideal situation, especially with Flash on the judge right behind it. So they're going to have to be a little bit creative with how they approach the situation. Sight right now. Zeals Esports will be going for this hold. They have to hold on to it. They don't want to go for a retake right now. And they're going to try to go and get that spray down. Yoshi actually prevails up against Flash, who was that close range player. EJ and Yoshi chiming in. So will Timm. And that...
That's ambitious, the right click in that part. But the thing is, SE Atlas, not just EJ, right? Yoshi, Bride, Timm, YMONstah. These guys have just found the answer to the decisive play of Zeals Esports is to win the duels and know the positions. As soon as they get those takedowns, it puts Zeal in for a loop. And right now, here we go again. SE Atlas putting the chokehold on. EJ with a takedown on the FireSaiyjiN. And we say it here for Zeals Esports, if they can't be decisive, they're gonna be very, very dead. EJ now holding on to Judge, playing danger close. Seems like Zeal tried to play onto the elbow here, Lustrado, but they can't even get in position for this retake. Yoshi now with a takedown of the senyorcarl. Rifle is picked up, and Zeal is forced to run on away. Tail tucked between their legs, but Nico... Oh, I feel for Nico. He might get caught here.
Is it just me, or why did EJ actually right-click there? Did he see?
I don't know why.
Because that looked kind of sus to me. Like, I'm not well side take. So nothing really lost on the side of SE Atlas, and that's basically a kill for free.
And that's a big one. Just remove FireSaiyjiN from the equation. He can make plays with a flash, but 2G, come on, 2G. He's doing it again, just making miracles happen out of nowhere. And he finds it there onto Pride, but unfortunately, not this time, says DJ. He will deny any kind of praise or fate onto the Zeals Esports squadron. Yoshi on the board again, and this is looking too decisive to handle here, Lustrado. Spikes planted, 4v2. SE Atlas again in position, ready to not kill anyone in front of them, but Flash! He finds a pickoff, and it's 1v3.
1v3 might be a little bit too tall of a task here. And this crossfire is just bam. And they actually have 3 players holding strong here. Lot of ultimates available, and they actually have committed a big one towards A here. But the 1-2 swing out towards B, effective. But still, man advantage right now. Oh, that's a big blind coming up from FireSaiyjiN. He has one more. And he actually gets the flash, kind of, but not completely. This one.
And EJ, that's what the judge is all about, but it does get exposed, and SE Atlas, they're trying to get through the gravity wells and eviscerate 2GE there. Here comes Atlas right now, looking to crush Zeals Esports where it counts. They're going for that B side here, Illustrado. FireSaiyjiN hiding on the inside, and there we have a quick little flash play, but here comes the green, and here comes Yoshi putting that spike down. Atlas right now, they're 1 kill away from getting a map number 3, and it's all the flash, but...
Now, there are still 3 players here that they do have to deal with, so quick entry onto site, and it's going to be Flash and Nico for the great entry. Spike has been dropped by Yoshi, but still, there is still a mad advantage for the side of Zeal right now as Spike finally does go down. Timm is right there to bring things back in this 3v3.
I feel like there's a guardian angel watching over me as I'm also casting at the moment here. And it's going to be the retake from the defenders. EJ just comes out, but to get YMONstah. Okay, 2GE, I see you. We're not done. As well as the Nano Swarm, and EJ still holding on the top side. He is just unfortunate. Flash takes him down. Timm is still there to hold it all together, but in the end, it's just going to be a bit futile. And Zeal, very good commitment of FireSaiyjiN to be a bait on the B side as everybody else wanted to go for A.
Yeah, 3 players left standing here for SE, and looking like it could be a save call this early on. I would not fault them at all, but this is a bonus round. They do not want to give away the bonus round, and so they're going to be fighting tooth and nail for it here as the spike ticks away towards A here. Yoshi will get an opening, but so will Flash and race playstyle to be no longer super duper aim star heavy. You know, they like to read a lot more. They play a little bit more deliberately, a lot more patiently. But speaking of patience, senyorcarl laying in wait, setting the trap there. 2 quick kills for him, and that's got to be the round here all sealed up until Timms gets a nice frag there, but only will be 1. And yeah, like you said, Asarai, just the evolution of Zeal has been a treat to watch as they are honestly evolving and maturing. As Lurk, he's gotten all the way up past Male, and all the way towards Spawn here could be very much crucial in this upcoming round.
Slowly but surely creeping in, but there is going to be one. Yoshi with the big little flanks, okay, holding down an elbow, does have his teammate drop down right in front of him as Yoshi still tries to hold. Again, to get YMONstah from the other side, takes him down. YMONstah. Atlas have tried to kind of compensate for that. Is EJ trying to get these initial picks where it's pretty difficult. senyorcarl is going to be charging in with Flash, and there's not really big trades for Timm anymore. Although that's a 1-for-1, no more resurrect from Nico. This could be the perfect time for SE Atlas to make something happen. But the big problem, never mind. Yoshi whips out the showstopper. Say goodnight, sweet prince, as EJ comes in from the side, hits the headshot, not even the right click, and there was a refragger as the B orb was getting taken, and Yoshi just tries to valiantly defend the B heavens, though losing Brian in the process, and that nade didn't really do too much. But EJ finding a bit of a mix in there, and Timm just all the way around. This is looking good for SE Atlas. This is the dynamic play of SE Atlas.
Yeah, great round here. That is 1 more person standing left, and that's 2GE Monster. He's got
himself on screens, although at the very much end of it, it's still Zeal kind of committing to the A side with FireSaiyjiN at the forefront of this one. If he gets a kill, he'll be able to top himself off. Bride gets a find onto senyorcarl and brings back Yoshi. This could not go more terribly for Zeal, and it's all about the numbers now. Can they find a pick first, as FireSaiyjiN is already looking for a big target? That wall's getting broken down, and he is just waiting at the side of this. This could be perfect for him. Nico finds 2 as well, swings right back out, gets taken down by Timm, and it's all down to FireSaiyjiN, who will be coming from B heavens. And I don't think the spike is actually into his favor, but he's holding a good angle here on alleyway.
indeed 1 person standing in their way, and if it's anybody who can do it, it's FireSaiyjiN here. He has been talking point for this team here, and Timm is basically dead to rights. He's like 1 HP, gets spotted out right now, and he knows where the last person is, goes for the diffuser, and the right click!
Also, almost a smart play, but dropping down, not really the best of outcomes that I think Zeal was looking for, and SE Atlas starting to lock this game down, this first half rather.
Looking like it's a Zeal half, but could it be a Zeal game? Bride jumping up, down.
It's either you give up or you try to deny. FireSaiyjiN's going to have to start this off. He's going to be dropping down. He doesn't know that 1 is going to be playing on hell, but his teammate actually picks it right back up. Nico, you're a big friend, though. And here is Timm, but he is just about to get embraced by the weapon of FireSaiyjiN. Still,
Nope.
Timm survives. Good amount of HP to actually go for this clutch. 1 versus 3, but there's so many angles, okay? First angle connected.
That side, but EJ has other ideas. He wants to take down 1, has 2, but only gets 2. YMONstah, 2YMONstah rather. He gets 2 as well. And it's a game of subtraction for both of these teams here. As B-side now being controlled, they have to plant the spike, but Timm's catching Flash off, who was going into site a little bit haphazard. Now, it's going to be a 2v2. FireSaiyjiN misses a crucial opportunity. Only 2 left. Steel SE game, you gotta watch this stuff, man, because this is the stuff of legends here. As they enter towards that B site, Yoshi with a great entry, but FireSaiyjiN with an even better hole as they all get mowed down into the blender, into the fire and flames. And no, this is not Dragon Force, it is the force of Zeal showing us what they are made of here. Still a 2v4, though things could still go awry, but absolutely not this time. As senyorcarl, okay, where did this come from?
Well, he pulled up 1 from his pocket like a smart boy, or smart guy midway, which works so well because I don't think SE Atlas were kind of curious about that. Still, though, senyorcarl, good little pick on EJ as he kind of whiffed the blades, only taking senyorcarl down to 50.
Indeed, and look at this. FireSaiyjiN holding the close angle, could get a lineup, doesn't get it, does only get 1 before Timm trades him out. And it works out in their favor as
standard hints into the side. I do like how they're using the Killjoy ultimate here. And right out of nowhere, just something pops up in front of me, as well as in front of Zeals Esports. SE Atlas, Yoshi, and Timm gonna be able to take the site, not able to plant the spike wall. There's a slow orb, and I believe senyorcarl can throw out a nade if ever it needs be. Avengers to come out, get spotted, not gonna find any trades whatsoever, and senyorcarl whips out with the 4K because that showstopper finds its mark. Heat-seeking missile? No, it's a senyorcarl-seeking missile. Hot damn. Now it's only down to YMONstah, who is going to be playing on ropes. Maybe he can hightail his way to the B site, plant that spike down, get some money, but in the end, it still should be as... And now we're kind of left with how SE Atlas will be going about this. They do get the pick on senyorcarl and have revived Yoshi, but this is perfect. But FireSaiyjiN finding a pick and activating that Empress, well, this is where it just goes on to the wayside, but the pickoff from EJ onto the top fragger of Zeal could prove to be really good for the rest. And this has gone from a full firefight here, Elu. Onto the back, there is going to be 6 bullets onto YMONstah, has to pick around this weapon, down to 1 bullet!
contributing kills every round, positioning and map awareness. And look at the utility usage. Great stuff here, but it's not over because YMONstah and Bry, they're looking to hold defiantly. They take the site, but it's still a 3v3, and they actually somehow managed to secure it in a little bit of a tussle.
That was a quick little flank from FireSaiyjiN. Not really the best of positioning. Bry has repositioned. That one tap kind of gave senyorcarl an idea where his opponent is. That nade's going to be clearing out a lot of angles. And
Zeal has everything they need and more to take home this series. So it's a little bit of a Hail Mary rush towards A. This is what our SE are going to go with. This is the play in their book. But Zeal playing smart. Happy to play that retake. They have all the utility that they need and more, and even ulti should it come to it. But now they're going to a 5v5 retake.
EJ's gonna have to start this strong. Peeking on screens, really want to get for this crossfire, but nobody was holding aim in, and he's already just forfeited his life down to Bry and Timm. Only now to Bry, who is just gonna get muddled, thwarted, rushed by the rest of the Zeal squad, and that's it, GG. We're gonna be seeing Zeal tomorrow for the semifinals, and SE Atlas.
Defenders win.
Doggy, or actually later for the semifinals, but